I kind of have like my whole head in just that little square on Instagram. It's not cute. Salam beauties, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamila if you're new here, and if you're not, welcome back. So today what I have for you is how to make your Instagram an aesthetic, nice, beautiful feed. I have 5 tips for you, and we're going to get right into them. Okay, so first tip is finding out what your style is and what you would like your feed to look like. So for my feed, I like my feed to be very colorful, very bright, very high quality images, and that is what I've been able to achieve on my Instagram. I like to include a lot of me, so a lot of modest fashion, a lot of beauty, also a lot of scenic type of views. Like I like taking pictures of buildings, I like taking pictures of like the sunset. And we'll get into like what I do with those types of pictures, but just finding out what is your style. Like, what do you like? Are you a neutral girly? Do you like a lot of whites? Do you like a lot of browns? Do you like a lot of nudes? Do you like adding flowers? Do you like just things that you like and how you would like your layout to be? Something that could help you with figuring out what your style for your Instagram will be is based on like what kind of things you wear. Also, what kind of things do you like? You know, those are things that you can think about of how you want your feed to look. And I'll show you guys what my feed looks like on the side here. And I like a nice, bright, colorful, beautiful feed. So that's what I got going on. But yes, first tip, finding out what it is that you want your feed to look like to really bring your own personality out and stays true to your own true authentic self and the things that you like. You don't want to copy somebody else's feed. You don't want to like just take somebody else's idea. Just make it your own, okay? Making it your own is fun. So, yeah, that's the first tip. So, your second tip is going to be downloading the app in preview. It allows you to lay out all your images so that you can see them clearly and figure out where you want to put them on your feed and really planning your feed out. I know not a lot of people like to do this, but if you're really looking for an aesthetic feed or just wanting to have a more eye-catching Instagram, because at the end of the day, it is your kind of portfolio if you are a content creator, influencer. You just want it to look a little bit, well put together and cohesive. So I like to use this app called In Preview, and I'm going to pull it up so that you guys can see it. Okay, so you're going to go into the App Store, and it's pretty much In Preview like that. And it's not the one that's an ad. It's this one, which I already have open here. In preview, plan your Instagram. So this is my in preview and how it looks. Basically, what you can do is add photos. So you can go ahead and add photos here and pick whatever it is that you would want to have on your feed, just anything that you would want. I'm not going to add anything because I'll show you guys what I already have. But this is kind of what my feed looks like and how I plan things out. And what you can do on the app is just move things around. So you would click on the photo and move it over, move it just any way you would like. These are already on my feed, like these images right here are already on my feed. So I put them there so that I can get an idea of what I want to come next in the next 3 pictures. So right now, this is my last picture that's up on there. Oh, and you can't select 2 things at once. So be sure to only be selecting one thing. Okay, so this was my last picture that I had on there. This picture with me in the red lipstick. Okay, make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram. But yeah, so this sun picture I just put here thinking of like my next scenic theme that I would want to put there. But realistically, for me, what I would want to do is take an image or have an image where it's a picture that I can put right here, and then maybe have like 2 products on the side because I do a lot of beauty content and stuff like that. So just having that there, like adds more character to my feed. So yeah. So this is the app that you would use. It's very self-explanatory. I could sit here for hours going through like how to use it, playing around with it, but it would be best if you do that yourself. So you would upload your images in there. Also, the app is free. I didn't say the app is free, but the app is free, and you would just download it, go in there, play around with it, put the images that you feel work best for you, and just play around with it, and then upload on Instagram how you planned it out here. Okay, so next tip is when taking pictures of yourself, what creates an aesthetic feed is you having some space above your head and also space below your feet. Instagram loves to crop things. We know this. It also sometimes messes up the quality of stuff, which is so annoying. But when you have more space above your head and below, it just looks so much cleaner when you're putting things together on your feed. So if you have a feed that kind of looks like this, where, and this is just an example of my of my camera roll, but I took a bunch of videos. So imagine I decided to upload all these headshots of me all at once. Like, that would look crazy on my feed. Like, that doesn't look aesthetically nice. It just isn't cute, like, to just have a whole bunch of that. Um, so what I would suggest is having pictures like this picture where I was in the mall. I said in the Maldives. When I was in Turks and Caicos and I was taking a picture with my silhouette and the sunset, you see how there's a lot of space above my head? This gives me the opportunity to like really play around in the Instagram app so that like there's space above my head and it doesn't just look like a picture like this where there's no space really above my head, and I kind of have like my whole head in just that little square on Instagram. It's not cute. Okay, it's not really aesthetic. I mean, if that works for you, fine. But if you want an aesthetic feed, kind of just try to leave some room above your head and below your head so that you can really play around with the picture and crop it how you would like on Instagram, and it gives you enough space to do so. So I'm just going to show you guys what that looks like on my in feed. So you see here with this picture, there's space above my head, and there's just space around me. So like I'm not taking up the whole box. Same thing with like just headshots of yourself. You can leave a little space above you. Um, and yeah, that's kind of just like how my feed looks. I like to give space around me so that I can crop the picture how I would like. Tip number 4 is having fillers or just having different variety of pictures. Many people, share other people on their Instagram. They also share themselves. They might share their fashion. They might share their beauty. So if you do things like that, like you're a beauty content creator, have some product shots. Show products on your page. Like brands like to see stuff like that too. Like, don't let it all just be about you. Like, have photos. Like, if you like to share lifestyle, have photos of you and your spouse. Have photos of you and your children. So just having like a variety of different types of pictures that you could play around with. So I'll show you an example of mine. So this was like in January. So this was January, and I had a picture of me and my husband because it was our anniversary, our Nikah anniversary. So I put him there, but I also made another reel another day about like an outfit or something like that. And then I used roses as the cover of that reel just to add some red to my feed. And you kind of see how it's cohesive with the pink and the red. And then we had the oranges. So like I like to place colors together as well. So if you're looking for a more colorful feed, you could play around with the colors like that. Like have certain pictures that are like with the same color clothing together and like stuff like that. So I do that a little bit. I'm not like super like, I don't want to say this word, but I'm not super like analytical about like, oh my God, I have to have 3 rows of the same color. No, like as long as the surrounding pictures have the same color, I feel like it makes it more cohesive and it makes it more aesthetic. So just playing around with it, like I said, having product shots, showcasing, you know, the beauty products that you have and that you showcase your content around, having those there and just creating that dynamic. I like to add scenic scenes. So this was a picture that I took when I was filming content in DC, and I just took a picture of the building. I added it as my filler shot. So a lot of my filler shots are like scenic views, products that I'm wearing, or beauty products. And sometimes I will have like a quote in there. So like here I put a quote because I like quotes and I feel like people resonate with quotes a lot. So I put that on my feed as well. Yeah, that goes into my last tip, which is just have fun. Have fun with it. Figure out what works best for you and just have fun. Like, it's not supposed to be something that's super hard or you feel like you're messing up or like failing. Like, it's okay. Like, just make it how you would like to make it. For me, visual presentation of things is very important. Like, I'm a very visual person. So, how things look is very important for me. And not many people care about that. Even brands, like, they don't necessarily care that you have an aesthetic feed, but it is nice and pleasing to look at and makes people want to keep engaging with your content when it's of quality and when it looks aesthetically pleasing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do hope that you found some help in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.